this is an industry that has been substantially venture funded. We've seen predominantly new startups, venture funding, debt, significant debt portions. We have not as yet seen, with the exception of a couple of companies in Japan, we have not as yet seen the entry of major participants in other tech sectors to the space yet. So there are other sources of funding available that could enable rapid adoption of this technology. I live in Asia. I spend a lot of time in the major Asian tech sectors. I would say that my general sense is that we are edging ever closer to the point of entry for several of those tech majors. You drew the analogy of the semiconductor industry. The semiconductor industry has evolved over the last 40 years to be what it is today. 40 years ago, 30 years ago, 20 years ago, it was an industry of wide dispersion, of many people trying to do all things. Today we see the ultimate nth degree of consolidation, where 50% of all the capital investment this year in the semiconductor industry will be made by 3 companies. And each of those 3 companies is dominant in one sector. And is that where we will end up in 20 years for thin film? It's very difficult to predict, but I would say that it's a good model of forward-looking consolidation and specialism in a sector where technology advancement will be what determines whether people live or die.